Hey guys, it's April and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a trash to treasure style video, making over some recent things I picked up at the thrift store into spring and Easter themed projects. If you are new, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube family. I post 2 videos a week on home decor, shopping, and DIYs. So if that interests you, please stick around. And if you want to see how I made this over, then keep on watching. So the first thing I have here is this old birdhouse that I had picked up at the thrift store for $2. And right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm measuring some scrapbook paper up, according to the sides of the birdhouse. And I'm just tracing it here with my pencil. That way I can kind of get an idea of the size of the opening. And then if it's still a little bit too big, I can trim it down and try to make it fit in there the best that I can. I didn't have a ruler, so I'm just using the edge of this frame just so I have a straight edge. So now I'm just going to cut along the edges to the lines that I cut out and see how far off I am when I try to stick it in this opening. So I definitely am a little bit off. So I'm just going to again trace a little bit of a line down each of the edges here and trim it up to make it a little bit shorter and a little less wide as well. Now it's fitting in there pretty good. There's just a little bit of extra on the bottom, so I just ran my finger across it to put a little indentation, and then I will cut that out. So I would normally Mod Podge, but I think because since there's all those little holes in the back, I'm just going to use hot glue, and I'll just put a thin little band on each of the sides and then stick it down into our birdhouse. Now this was a super simple trash to treasure makeover with this one because the wood was already so wonderful and all I did was put a little white wax on it and added the paper. And that was it. And that is it, guys. That is how the birdhouse turned out. I wanted it to kind of just have like a shadow box look. And that way when I hang it up on the wall, I could just change it out for the seasons. I just styled it with one of these little flower pots that we are also going to be making in this video. But just to give you an idea, that's how it looks. And I think for Easter, it'd be really cute to have like a little bunny sitting in there. But not bad for $1.99. So the next project I'm going to make is a lavender mini wreath, and I always need mini wreaths, so I thought this would be a good thing to make. I picked up them lavender picks for 97 cents a piece at Walmart, and I ended up using 2 of them for this project, and the little wreath I picked up for 50 cents at the thrift store. So when I started out, I just tried to cut the actual like stems off of the lavender, and I was having trouble because these scissors just weren't too sharp and I wasn't sure where my wire cutter was. But after playing with it for a bit, I decided that it would probably just be easier if I just took off like the individual flower stems instead, because I really didn't need those long plastic pieces. So you'll see I'm just, taking them apart off of the stems, and then once I do that, we will start sticking them onto the wreath and gluing them. So when you're doing this, you could either apply the glue to the actual flower, or you can stick it to the wreath and then push it down, whatever you would prefer. I did kind of a mixture of both depending on how easy the spot was I was trying to stick it in, if I could get my fingers down in there or not. So I kind of switched it up as I went, but you could do whatever you would like. And I try to stay within the same direction as well. Like I will make the flowers kind of all point up as I'm going around the wreath, just so that they all lay more flat and go in a similar direction. So I'm about 3/4 of the way done, and I had just run out of my first little bush of lavender. So now I'm ripping apart a second one so I can finish up the wreath. But obviously I will not need all of it to just fill in that quarter amount space that I have left. But then whatever remaining pieces I have, I will just go around, and wherever it looks like, it needs another one or there's an empty spot, I will fill it in. And here is the finished product, guys. I think this one turned out absolutely beautiful. I just love the lavender picks from Walmart. They are so realistic and so worth $1. I have bought in so much of this between last year and this year, and it is, used throughout my spring and summer decor. I just love it. So this is an inexpensive way to make yourself a little mini wreath. For the third trash to treasure project that I have, I picked up these 3 little clay pots from the thrift store, but you can also get them in the Dollar Tree. I think they have them for like 3 for $1, but these I got for like 49 cents. And I'm just sticking in a piece of styrofoam into each of the pots, and you can hot glue them down in there if you want to. I am not, just in case I want to change these out or do anything else with them. And then the greenery pick I picked up from Walmart again, and they were 97 cents. I believe I got 2 of them, and they are also really nice quality if you are looking for greenery. So I'm just taking all of the pieces that I had cut, and I'm just sticking them down into the styrofoam. Simple as that. I'm just repeating that to all 3 of the pots, and then I'll give you some ideas on how you can decorate the pots if you would like to. So I decorated each of the pots in a different way. One of them, I just dry brushed some white chalk paint all over the entire thing. One, I dry brushed some white just on the rim. And then this last one, I am using hot glue, and I'm just kind of making like, I don't know, kind of little just random squiggly lines all over the pot with the hot glue, and you will see why in a minute. But I'm just trying to make like a texture, that way when I dry brush it, it will appear and just look kind of distressed and just, I don't know, just a whole different look. So you will see as soon as the glue dries how this turns out. I dipped my brush into some of the white chalk paint and I just lightly kept running the brush up and down over all of the hot glue, and it just gives it a really neat kind of like layered texture, which I love. And you can, stop there, or you could keep going like all over the rim of the pot as well, which I think is what I will be doing. And as we're finishing this one up, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you'd like to follow me over on Instagram, my handle name is Housetohome_XOXO. And I would love to have you guys over there as well. That way you could always get notified when I post a new video, and just so you can see what else I'm up to. I know this video is turning into a pretty long one, but if you're still hanging in there, I would like to know, what colors do you guys decorate with for spring and summer? And leave me a comment down below and let me know. I always like to hear what other people do. I usually stick with purple and yellow. And that is it on that one, guys. I think these turned out super cute, and you can be using them for so many different things, especially for tiered trays. They are perfect size. And here I'm just showing you guys how I styled it in a wooden box that I also just recently thrifted. I love incorporating greenery into my spring and summer decor, so I know I will get plenty of uses out of these little pots. And for my last and final Trash to Treasure project, if you guys remember in a Big Lots haul a few videos back, I picked up this sign for $1 because the back of it was all damaged and there were a lot of scratches and scuffs on the front. Now, I know a lot of you really like this picture, so you'll be upset that I'm making it over, but I really just do not use the color blue, so, having the blue and white buffalo check, even though it's really cute, I just wouldn't get any use out of it. Plus, it's all scuffed up, so I decided to turn this into an Easter project. So right now, I'm just using some painter's tape, and I'm taping off the bottom stripe of the buffalo check and also the top, because I am going to be painting them and I want to have a clean, sharp line. I am using the Waverly chalk paint in the color Lavender, I believe, and I am just filling in both sides of the buffalo check. And now for the satisfying part, pulling up that tape and seeing our nice, crisp, and sharp line that we made. Now I'm going to fill in the middle section with my white chalk paint just so I can cover over the words, and it will probably take like 2 or 3 coats. I just have to make sure that each layer dries in between so I don't keep removing the paint. Now we're going to move on to our little metal bunnies and chicks. They are all rusted and just absolutely great. I picked these up from an Etsy shop. I will link them down below. I placed a big order a while back and got tons of different shapes for different seasons, holidays, you name it, and they're relatively inexpensive. So I'm using my pack of bunnies and then one of the chicks from another pack, and I want to dress these up a little bit. So I'm adding some cotton tails onto each of my bunnies, and then I'm going to tie a little bow made of jute twine around the little chick's neck. The whole point that I'm trying to portray with this picture is supposed to just kind of be like a little Easter parade, and the little bunnies are following the chick. I just thought it would be cute and it would fill up the horizontal space of the picture. And now we're going to glue down the bunnies and the chick. So I'm just kind of spacing them out the way that I would like them to make sure that they're all going to fit on there nicely. And then once I do that, I will start hot gluing them down. While we're finishing this up, I just wanted to give a big thank you out to all of you guys, all of my returning subscribers and new subscribers as well. And just thank you for your ongoing support, all the comments and, just wonderful things that you leave down below. I love taking the time to chat with each and every one of you, and also, just getting different ideas and inspiration for decorating and DIYs from a lot of your channels as well. And I just know that I am really enjoying my YouTube journey, and I couldn't do it without all of you. So that is it. That is how our cute little Easter picture turned out. Like I said, all of these Trash to Treasure projects were super inexpensive, so I strongly suggest you go to your thrift stores and try to find things that are very inexpensive, and you can make them over and make them look like high-end, any holiday decor that you would find at Hobby Lobby or Home Goods. So, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, guys, I will see you then. Bye!